A group of friends go on a tour. While driving down a dark, desolate road, they spot an eerie, abandoned house on the outskirts of town. Standing motionless on the porch, a figure is spotted. The group inside the car gasps in shock, zooming in on the figure, but no amount of focus reveals any further details. It remains a ghostly silhouette, unmoving and silent. A man, exhausted from his late-night shift, is driving home along a long, empty road. It's well past midnight, and the only light comes from his headlights cutting through the darkness. As he rounds a curve, his headlights briefly illuminate something unusual on the side of the road. Sitting on an old, weathered bench is a figure dressed entirely in white. The figure appears to be hunched over, head lowered, and still as a statue. The man's heart skips a beat as he drives past, barely able to comprehend what he just saw. A person, armed with a flashlight and a camera, curiously approaches an old, rusted tank hidden away in a forgotten corner of a remote location. As the lid finally creaks open, a chilling sound escapes from within. Agonizing screams, distant yet unmistakable, seem to rise from the depths of the tank. A man, unsettled by strange sounds coming from outside his house in the dead of night, grabs his phone and starts recording. Through the glass, illuminated by the faint glow of a nearby streetlight, he sees something that makes his blood run cold. Hovering just above the hood of a parked car in his driveway is a figure, floating unnaturally in the air. Late at night, a man lies in bed, unable to shake off the strange feeling that something isn't quite right. His room is dark and quiet, but there's a creeping sense of unease that won't let him rest. After tossing and turning, he finally decides to check under his bed, hoping it will put his mind at ease. As he peers into the dark gap, his eyes widen in terror as a pale face pops out staring at him. A father was enjoying a peaceful afternoon in the garden, recording his young daughter as she played happily among the flowers and toys scattered on the grass. But as he zoomed in a bit closer on the footage, something strange caught his attention.
Hey, Dad, look at Carly!
Get up here, Carly! What the hell was that? The hell was that?
Off to the side, partially hidden by the trees, his daughter was not alone. There was a figure standing nearby, barely noticeable at first, but unmistakably there. The more he watched, the more his heart began to race. The figure looked distorted, its form unnatural. Its limbs were impossibly long, and its body seemed twisted and elongated, like something out of a nightmare. A father, wanting to capture a peaceful moment of his children sleeping soundly in their beds, as he panned the camera across the room, focusing on their serene faces, something in the background made his heart skip a beat.
Oh, fuck, dude. Fuck, yeah. Nothing here. Nothing fuck here. Oh my god, oh my god, look, legit goosebumps. Oh my god. What the fuck is...
Behind the bed, barely illuminated in the dim light, was the unmistakable silhouette of a woman sitting quietly. Her figure was still, eerily watching over the sleeping children. A man, driving home late at night on a deserted road, was reviewing his dashcam footage the next day when something strange caught his eye. As he looked closer, something unusual appeared on the footage for just a brief moment. At the edge of the headlight's beam, a small figure could be seen walking slowly across the road. The figure was unnervingly small, far too short to be a person. It seemed to shuffle along, almost ghost-like, and vanished just as quickly as it appeared, swallowed by the shadows. A pair of landlords, living on the upper floor of their old, creaky house, had long believed something was wrong with the lower floor. Strange noises, cold drafts, and an unsettling atmosphere seemed to haunt the area below. Determined to find out if their suspicions were true, they set up a camera by the staircase leading down to the lower level, hoping to capture any unusual activity. A shadow, vague and human-like, drifted across the screen, walking just beyond the steps. It was a dark silhouette with no clear form, gliding eerily near the base of the stairs. A young woman was working a late shift at a small store, tidying up and going through her normal routine. She had just finished serving a customer when, out of the corner of her eye, she noticed something strange. The cash register slowly opens on its own. Startled, she stood frozen for a moment, watching the drawer slide out without anyone touching it. She was the only one in the store. Confused and slightly shaken, she looked at the camera, knowing it recorded the event.